Join me, Mental Clarity, as I take on the challenge of healing from a BPD girlfriend's toxic grip and share my journey to find peace. When it comes to relationships, we often hear about the importance of communication, trust, and respect. But what happens when one partner has a neurodevelopmental disorder like borderline personality disorder or BPD? The dynamics of the relationship can become a perfect storm of emotional turmoil, confusion, and chaos, making it difficult to distinguish what's real from what's not. Imagine being in a relationship where your partner is intensely emotional, with mood swings that can shift from ecstasy to fury in a matter of seconds. You're constantly walking on eggshells, trying to avoid setting them off. But no matter how hard you try, you feel like you're constantly failing. You're constantly second-guessing yourself, wondering if you're good enough, if you're loved, or if you're even worthy of love. The emotional upheaval is exhausting, leaving you feeling drained, confused, and helpless. The worst part is, you start to doubt your own emotions, your own perceptions, and your own reality. You begin to question whether you're overreacting or if you're just being too sensitive. You feel like you're living in a constant state of hypervigilance, always on edge, waiting for the next explosion. And even when things are calm, you can't shake off the feeling that it's all just a facade, that the storm is brewing just beneath the surface. You start to lose yourself in the process, sacrificing your own needs, desires, and boundaries to keep the peace. You become so focused on managing your partner's emotions that you forget to take care of your own. It's like being trapped in a never-ending cycle of emotional blackmail, where you're forced to choose between your own well-being and the temporary peace that comes with appeasing your partner. When someone with BPD idealizes you, it's like being put on a pedestal, worshipped, and adored. You feel like the center of their universe, and it's intoxicating. But when the devaluation phase kicks in, you're suddenly worthless, a complete disappointment, and the target of their wrath. It's like being on an emotional roller coaster with no control over the twists and turns. One of the most insidious patterns in BPD relationships is the constant invalidation of your emotions. Your partner will deny saying or doing something, even when you have evidence to the contrary. They'll gaslight you, making you doubt your own sanity, your own memories, and your own experiences. It's like living in a constant state of cognitive dissonance, where nothing makes sense and everything is turned upside down. But there comes a moment when you realize that you can't keep living like this. You can't keep sacrificing your own emotional well-being for the sake of someone else's happiness. You start to see the patterns, the manipulation, and the emotional abuse for what they are. You start to realize that you deserve better, that you deserve to be loved, respected, and cherished for who you are. For me, that moment of realization came when I was lying in bed, feeling like I was trapped in a prison of my own making. I realized that I had given up so much of myself, sacrificed so much of my identity, that I didn't even recognize who I was anymore. It was like looking in the mirror and seeing a stranger staring back at me. That's when I knew I had to take back control, set boundaries, and prioritize my own healing. Healing from a BPD relationship is not easy, but it's possible. It requires self-awareness, self-compassion, and a willingness to do the hard work of relearning how to love and accept yourself. It's about recognizing the patterns, breaking free from the toxic grip, and finding your own sense of purpose and meaning. Remember, healing is a journey, not a destination. It takes time, patience, and effort, but the reward is worth it. Finding peace, finding yourself, and finding a sense of freedom that you never thought possible. Find your support system. Read books. Reach out to friends, family, or even support groups who understand what you're going through. Anything that can get you focused on self-improvement and less on the other person. Talking about your experiences can be incredibly cathartic. You're not alone in this. Take care of yourself. This might sound cliché, but self-care is vital. Exercise, eat well, get enough sleep, and do things that make you happy. Your mental and physical health are intertwined, and nurturing both will help you heal faster. Lastly, consider professional help. These moments will make you feel other than your usual self. Therapy can provide you with the tools and strategies to navigate your emotions and rebuild your life. There's no shame in seeking help, it's a sign of strength. Remember, healing is a journey, not a destination. Be patient with yourself. You will get through this and you will come out stronger on the other side. What's your experience with BPD relationships? Have you been in a similar situation? Share your story, your thoughts, and your insights in the comments below. And if you're struggling to heal from a toxic relationship, be sure to check out my next video, where I'll be sharing more strategies and tips for rebuilding your life and finding your sense of self. Thanks for watching.